Hello, and welcome to the Hooks and Hooks YouTube channel. We are back. It's the 12th of May 2025. It's 12:40 p.m. and without further ado, we are on the Magnus Carlsen versus the Will. We left it at move 22. We voted for Queen to E5 to block the check, and then players continue Queen to G4, obviously attacking the pawn on G7. The Queen, we voted back for E7 to come back and defend. Bishops come to attack at B5. We voted to take the bishop, which I thought was the best move. Just saves all the hassle with the rook coming down here, etc. So we get rid of the bishop. A takes B5, and then rook D8. We've exchanged rooks. King takes D8. Would we have taken? Yes, we take with the king. So the king now has tempo on these ranks. Where we're situated on the back rank, we're still, you see what I mean, we are behind. So does that come up? Yep. So with that, we've got 10 hours to move on move 27. So the king's come to A2. What are the votes saying? Well, before we look at the votes, we have got G5, haven't we? Yeah, G5. We've got somehow to get attacking on this pawn on B5 as well. So I wonder if we went Queen D7 and we exchanged queens. Let's go to analysis mode. Is it still up there? Yeah. So if we went here and they went there and we took, king comes down, we go up, king comes across. This is solid. This isn't going anywhere. Do you know what I mean? And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 moves to get here, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 moves here, but the king has got to go 1, 2, 3 to defend. So if we go here or here, the king goes back. If we go here, the king is here and it's protecting, and they can afford to push up here. On the other hand, we need to get the king across here and get the activity up here. So if the queen doesn't take, queen here, check. Yeah, an idea there. Let's just see the votes then. Queen E2, G6 or G5. Queen D7 has got 13% of votes. Queen E2. Queen E2, sorry. I missed that. That is a fantastic move. So if Queen E2 and then Queen takes here, we've got check. Do we mop up the pawns? Yeah, it's very exciting now. So there's not going to be any trade of queens here, I don't think. So Queen E2. Let's just read the comments. What if he does not exchange queens? What scares me in choosing Queen takes G2 at some point of the development is that the black queen leaves the control of the squares on E7, E8 and D7. Let's just look at that. Control of E7, E8 and D7. So control of E7, E8. Let me put them up in green. And D7. By coming here and taking the pawn on here. Yeah, okay. So I don't know, if we move Queen E2, Magnus will take our pawn on G7, and after this he will have a good position. We can then capture on C2 and draw by repetition. Can we? Let's just look at that. So King A2. We go here. check, check. Yeah, it's going to be repetition of draw. Yeah, so let's look at the other comments. A lot of jargon. This king endgame is weird, plus if we spend the tempo trying to exchange queens, it gives Magnus a bigger initiative, not that he needs it. I don't know about analysis, but queen e2 looks really nice. Well, what if we've discussed queen e2? So if queen f5, we play, so if we go queen e2, right, let me just pause the video. Okay, so we are back. Sorry about that. So just looking at the analysis here, there's a guy who's saying if queen e2, then queen f5, and then queen takes b5, what are they going to take? h7. Then what? We've got a check. King goes there. Then what? Right. If queen e2, king b2, and then queen e5, right? But then the queen just takes the pawn here. We take the pawn here. They've got a check. Well, we've got to come back here, but that we check. You know what I mean? What happens here? Check. Check. Right, okay, I don't like that. So if king b1, queen e1 check, okay, right, or queen c4, queen takes c4, that's very unlikely. Queen e2, queen takes g7, queen takes c2, check, check. There's a repetition. So looking at all that, what are we voting for here? I said g5, so that's what I'm going to vote for. Simply because we're advancing the pawn, and then we can support the pawn with the h, and then the queen's still free to move. We've got control of the file. We've still got e2 in the wings with a check. Right, so I'm going to go with g5. Not that it's going to 8% of the votes. It's not a case of voting what everyone else is voting. You've got to think of it how you would play as well. So I'm going to vote g5. Queen e2, yeah, great, okay, but we're going to go g5, so that's what we're voting for. Right, moves come out of that. So we're going to go g5, and that's what we voted for. So that was move 27, everybody. Okay, it's Magnus Carlsen versus the world. Very exciting endgame. Possibilities looming and opening up, and I wish you well for the rest of the day, and look out for day 60 of the Road to 2000 on Lead Chess. We've got some Red Hot Pawn games to get through and some chess.com games to get through. Alright guys, there's the love. Thank you very much for watching Rooks and Hooks on the YouTube. Get involved, spread the word, come on down.